Good morning, Doug. I have been playing with your spreadsheet this morning because I didn't want all the work that we did on Monday to go to waste. So I have gone through and cleaned up the questions that you said were doubled up in your spreadsheet, and I've removed those and consolidated all the cells in your spreadsheet. I wasn't sure about some of the true-false questions because the answer that you had in this first row here was this, and that wasn't one of the choices, so I think that meant false. If that's not the case, then maybe we need to go back and I can fix that, but that'd be an easy fix. So I just wanted to show you how the form works in case you still wanted to try using it on Friday. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the live form, and this is what you're going to want your students to see. I can type in my name, and then I'm going to answer all of the questions. I'm not really going to put a lot of thought into it right now because we just need a sample set of data to work with. The other thing that you might take into consideration as you're giving it to students is that Google really likes to help us out and do things for us, and so every time I pull up this page it gives me this option to translate the page, and since this is a Spanish test, I'm assuming you don't want them to translate it, and so you want to make sure they understand that that would be considered cheating. Down here in this last section, this first question we had set up so that it started blank, but these other ones are auto-filled with answer A. I can fix that, or you can leave it, whatever you feel like is going to be best for your students. I typically leave them blank because I don't want anyone to leave what I've put in there and think that that's the correct answer. So I'm going to submit my form. That's what your students are going to do too. Once they've done that, they've done with their test, they can move on to whatever other assignment you have, and you can come to your spreadsheet. So this is the spreadsheet that you would get to in Google Docs. These are all of the solutions or answers that I just entered in. I know those belong to me because if I come way over here, there's the name I entered. The name is at the beginning on the form, but I've moved it over here in the spreadsheet because I thought it would be easier for you as you're transferring grades into Campus to have the name right next to the calculated grade. But you notice the calculated grade cell is empty, and so are all of these other white cells where we're supposed to have our scored values. And the way that we get those scored values is we're going to go right above, because these are the cells where I've entered the formula to self-score, and you can see those formulas if you want to kind of see what I've done, but you don't really have to, because all you have to do is click right here. I'm going to drag all the way over, and I think we go all the way over to AQ. It's your test 20 questions, and we're going to take this handle right here, drag it down, and you'll notice that all of those cells auto-populated for you, and those have been scored against our answer key, and I didn't do so hot, I got a 60%. You can do that per student, you can do that per class, you can wait till all the classes that are going to take this test have taken it, and then you would just drag all the way down, and you'd have all your grades right there. Since this is a reading passage and just some questions, kind of like a short quiz type assessment, we don't really need to go much farther with it. If this was something that you wanted to gather more data about, like you wanted to know the percentage of students that did well on the true-false section, or on that first section, or on the last section, we could create another sheet and we could easily create some formulas that would aggregate your data for that so you could see it right there at a glance. My calendar for Friday I think is pretty empty, so if you're still interested in giving this test but you want some support there while you do it, give me a call. I'd be happy to come out and help you administer and set up the scoring. Just give me a call or an email. Thanks.